Welcome students on another video lecture series on topic cultivation. Now today we will see about micropropagation or plant tissue culture. This method is consisting of growing cell, tissue, organ in a culture medium. Small pieces of plant organ tissue are grown in a container with suitable nutritive medium under sterilized condition. So any cell or any tissue or any organ of any plant that is taken out and that is placed in a container which contains suitable nutritive medium which is made up of agar and other nutrients or minerals which are required for its proper growth and development, and all the conditions they are maintained, that is sterilized condition. The transfer is also under sterilized condition. Sterility is totally maintained during this process, and the tissue grow into a mass of undifferentiated cell called callus. So the mass of cell will form and that cell is known as callus, which later differentiate into plantlets, and from that callus the plantlets are produced, and these they are transferred into the pot or nursery beds and allowed to grow into full plant, and from that plantlet it will transfer into the pot or nursery bed and it will allow to grow. Proper uniform conditions are maintained for its growing and it will grow into the plant. This process is known as micropropagation or plant tissue culture. A cell is taken, it is placed in a nutritive medium which is having nutritional material and under sterilized condition. Under that sterilized condition it will form a callus, and that callus will develop into plantlet. Now that plantlet is transferred into the nursery bed and allowed to grow into a full plant. The plant tissue culture is widely used to produce clones of plant in a method known as micropropagation, and the main aim or purpose of this micropropagation is those plants which cannot be produced from seeds, or those plants they are not having viable seed. Such plants can be conserved or they can be prevented from endangered, and the clones of that plant is produced by using this micropropagation or plant tissue culture method. Micropropagation is useful in raising disease-free plant. So the plants which are produced, they are disease-free, they are giving proper uniform condition for development of that cell or callus, and due to which the plant which is produced, that is disease-free or homozygous diploids. Homozygous means which has same or identical alleles for particular triad. It is having some genetic character, and that genetic character is same or identical and located at similar loci on paired chromosomes. So these alleles, they are having particular triad, they are located at same loci on paired chromosome, and if the alleles are of diploid organism, then both alleles of diploid organism they are same. So homozygous diploid means the alleles having of a diploid organism they are same, and those without viable seeds means those plants which are not producing seeds which are used for its regeneration or formation into new plant. Such plants can be propagated by this micropropagation method. So here you can see this one is the plant cell that is taken out and it is placed in the nutritive medium under sterilized condition. It will form callus, and from that callus the plantlets are produced here. So this is the plant tissue culture or micropropagation method, which is also used for regeneration of plant. Now, collection of drug. Medicinal plant material should be collected during the appropriate season or the time period that ensure best possible quality of both source material and finished product. So, the plant material which should be collected at appropriate season. Each and every medicinal plant is having different appropriate season and different condition, time and period conditions are there, but according to the which type of material is there, the specific conditions of time period and the appropriate season should be selected. For example, in case of leaves, when the leaves are fully grown dark green in color and at flowering stage, at that stage the concentration of active constituent is high in case of leaves, and that time is best possible time for its collection, as well as generally the leaves are picked up in during day period, so the time is day period is best suitable for its collection. So which type of drug is there and what are its specific condition when the concentration of active constituent should be high, at that time the collection of drug is the best possible way for its collection. It is the well known that the quantitative concentration of biologically active constituent varies with the stage of plant growth and development. So when the plant will grow at its different stages, the concentration of active constituent may get vary. When the plant is very small, the concentration of active constituent is very less. As such, when the plant is fully mature, old plant, it is also having less concentration of active constituent. So what is the best stage for its collection, that should be determined, and according to that the drug should be collected. The best time for collection should be quality peak season, and the time is daytime, and it should be determined according to the quality and quantity of biologically active constituent rather than total vegetative yield of that targeted medicinal plant part. When it is concerned with medicinal plant, then what is the yield of that particular medicinal plant, that is not that much important, or not that much stress is given on the yield, but the quality and quantity of biologically active constituent. What is the quality of biologically active constituent is there, as well as how much concentration of that active constituent at that particular stage of the plant. That these factors are more important, and they are should be considered while collecting the medicinal plant parts. In general, the collected raw medicinal plant material should not come into direct contact with the soil. So when there is collection of raw material is there should not be a direct contact with the soil. It undergo if underground parts such as roots are collected, then they will not adhering to the soil, or the soil or dirty material which is on its outer surface, that should be removed during its collection. It should be removed from soil material or dirty material, because they will come from the soil. Collected material should be placed in clean basket, mesh bag and other well aerated container. The collected material, it should be placed in clean basket or well aerated container should be there. If the container is there will be no transformation of air during its collection in the container. What will happen? Due to the moisture, the plant material will get contaminated, and there will be chances of formation of fungus as well as formation of other bacterial attack should be there. So to prevent that, the container should be aerated. Air should be present so that it will dry the outer surface, because during collection the plant is not completely dried and there are more chances of contamination of that product due to presence of moisture. So aerated container should be used for its collection. After collection, the raw medicinal plant material should be subjected to appropriate preliminary processing, including elimination of undesirable materials, contaminants, washing. So the raw material is now collected. Now preliminary processing is done, that is undesirable material. During collection, the other weeds or other material that should be come with the plant material, that should be removed. Other contaminants if present, then they should be removed. And washing is done to remove the dirt or any contaminated material on its outer surface. So after washing, then if the roots or bark is there, then the slicing or cutting is done. After that, the collected medicinal plant material should be protected from insect, rodent, bird and other pests, and also from domestic animal. The plant material should not get contaminated due to insect or rodents, or the birds will not destroy that collected material. Also the pest will not attack that collected medicinal plant material, and domestic animals will not destruct or eat that plant material. So protection from all these should be done after collection of medicinal plant material. If the collection site is located at some distance from processing facilities, it may be necessary to air or sun dry the raw medicinal plant material prior to the transport. If the processing facility or processing area is long distance or it is away from the collection site, then it should be sun dry or air dry to prevent its contamination during that period from collection to transportation and reaching to the processing area. For that reason, it should be sun dry or it should be air dry. If more than one medicinal plant material is to be collected, the different plant species and plant material should be gathered separately and transported in separate container. Cross contamination should be avoided at all times. So if there will be the cultivation of more than one medicinal plant and it should be collected, during its collection, both the plant species, both the plant material, they should be collected separately, they should be gathered separately, transported separately, placed in separate container. Otherwise what will happen, one material will go into the another, and due to which cross contamination should be occur. So to prevent that cross contamination, separate collection should be done and separate transportation is also done. Collecting implements such as hatchets, shears, saw, mechanical tools should be kept clean and maintained in proper condition. So those implements which are used for collection, that should be clean, it should be kept clean, it should not contaminate the plant material, as well as it should be in proper condition. Those parts that come in direct contact with the collected medicinal plant material should be free from excess oil and other contamination. So those parts of plant material which should be it should be free from excess oil, because if the oil is given to that material, then it will contaminate the plant material. For that reason, there should not be a direct contact. Now harvesting. Medicinal plants should be harvested during the optimal season or time period that ensure the production of medicinal plant material and finished herbal product of the best possible quality. So when the quality of herbal product is best, means it is having a higher concentration of active constituent at that time period, the harvesting should be done. Harvesting means gathering of the crop or raw material. Care should be taken to ensure that no foreign or weed or toxic plants are mixed with the harvested medicinal plant material. During harvesting, care should be taken that the other foreign materials or weeds and other toxic plants should not be mixed with the medicinal plant. Medicinal plant should be harvested under best possible condition, avoiding dew, rain or exceptionally high humidity. So the medicinal plant generally collected, the best time is daytime, and in that time there should not be dew or rain, or no humidity is there. If humidity is there, then actually during harvesting the plant material will gather, and it will not, if the seeds are there, they are not removed and further processing is not done, and in that case if they are exposed to higher humidity, then it will contaminate the product. For that reason it should be free from rain and high humidity. If harvesting occurs in wet condition, the harvested material should be transported immediately to an indoor drying facility so as to prevent any possible deleterious effect due to increased moisture level which promote microbial fermentation. So if harvesting is occur in wet condition, then material should be immediately transferred to the drying facility, and it should be dry to prevent the deterioration due to microbial fermentation due to increased moisture level. Cutting devices, harvesters and other machines should be kept clean and adjust to reduce the damage and contamination from soil and other material. So the material should not be get contaminated due to soil and other material which is attached, which is stick to the devices. So cutting devices, harvester, all these should be kept clean. If underground parts are used, then the soil or other adhering material that should be removed from the medicinal plant material as soon as they are harvested. Harvested raw medicinal plant material should be transported promptly in dry, clean condition, and place them in clean basket, dry sack or trailers, hoppers or other well aerated container, and carried out to a certain point of transport to processing facility. So the harvested plant material it should be promptly transported to prevent its contamination due to moisture or humidity, and they should be placed in clean and dry condition. Clean baskets are used, sacks are used, then the dry sacks, trailers, or they are placed in a hopper. Then the hopper should be clean, and or other well aerated containers should be used during its transportation and processing facilities. All container used at harvest should be kept clean and free from contamination by previously harvested medicinal plants and other foreign materials. When containers are not in use, they should be kept in dry condition in an area that is protected from insect, rodent, birds, pests and domestic animals. So when these containers they are not in use, they should be kept in dry condition, and it should be protected from insect, rodents and other pests. Decomposed medicinal plant material should be identified and discarded during harvest. Post-harvest inspection and processing in order to avoid microbial contamination and loss of product quality. So decomposed plant material should be identified. If during cultivation, during collection or harvesting, if the plant material get decomposed, such part of plant material that should be discarded. Otherwise what will happen, it will get infected with microbial attack or fungal attack, and due to which it will contaminate all remaining product also. All remaining dry product also is contaminated due to that decomposed plant material. So such decomposed plant material or the part of decomposed plant material that should be identified and that should be discarded during harvesting. Post harvest inspection and processing. After harvesting also the inspection of that material should be done. Processing is done in order to avoid microbial contamination and loss of product quality. Now these are the general rules for collection of crude drug. Roots and rhizomes are there when they are collected at the end of vegetation period. When the vegetative period will end, at that end of that period, generally when they are fully developed, at that time roots and rhizomes are collected, that is usually in autumn. In some cases they may be washed free of adhering soil and sand. So these roots and rhizomes, after their collection, then they are washed for adhering soil and sand. Bark is collected in spring. If the bark is there, then it is collected in spring. Leaves and herbs, they are collected at flowering stage. When the flowers are produced to the plant, at that flowering stage, leaves and herbs are collected. Flowers are usually gathered when fully developed. Flowers are generally gathered when they are fully developed, and fruits and seeds when they are fully ripe. At that condition, the best condition for its collection. Methods of collection: medicinal plant must be largely collected by hand. Generally, hand picking method or hands collection method is generally used for collection of medicinal plant. With cultivation on large scale, it may be possible to use modern agriculture harvesters, but in many cases, example bark, manual collection is avoidable. Thus, the cost of drug production is largely, the cost of labor is also involved. So during collection of bark, manual collection is not possible. It will increase the production cost due to the cost of labor. So manual collection is avoidable in case of bark. Harvesters and modern agriculture equipments, they are used for its collection, but medicinal plants generally they are collected by hands, and leaves, generally hand picking method is used for collection of leaves. So this is about the cultivation and collection of crude drug. If you like my video, then press the like button and subscribe my channel, and keep watching these videos on cultivation series. We will meet in next video lecture on this cultivation and collection topic. Thank you.